What are some of the things you feel like help you become sales leader of the year?
According to you, what do you think is the best way to establish a relationship with a potential client?
So,
How do you handle a problem, an issue?
I'm going to tell you.
How have you feel like the chamber has helped you and your business achieve this success that it has?
That's a great question.
Hey everybody, welcome to Finlit Live. It's been a while since we had an episode, and this is our first episode back. We're going to redo the format of the show. And so what we're doing is we're focused on business development. And I am partnering with the North Channel Area Chamber of Commerce. And I have Margie here, and she's going to be my co-host for today. So super excited. And we have a special guest. Today, we're going to talk about how to improve your sales and your marketing in your business. We have a very special guest, Crystal Jackson, here, and she has a lot of great insight. She's done phenomenal. And with that, I'm going to have Margie introduce Crystal Jackson to you guys.
Thank you, Darnold. It is with pleasure to introduce Crystal. I first met her in 2021 at the Hampton Inn, Beltway 8. We were having their grand opening ribbon cutting, and that was her first day at work there. And she was hired as the sales manager for the Hampton Inn, but within 6 months, she was promoted to the general manager. And I totally understand why. She has 25 plus years of hospitality and tourism. She's so friendly, has a professional attitude. She has great customer relationship skills and an understanding of leadership. She continues to promote her hotel, the Chamber, San Jacinto Pilot Club, and numerous other organizations. She wears many hats, and it's no wonder that she was awarded the prestigious title of Hampton Inns Sales Leader of the Year for 2023. The hotel was also, the Chamber gave them in 2020 for 2021 Small Business of the Year award to the Hampton Inn and their owners, BH Hospitality. So it is with my great pleasure to introduce her. She's fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you, Margie. I'm super excited to be here. Thank you. I appreciate it, Darnold.
So our subject for today is talking about sales and marketing. So obviously you won Sales Leader of the Year. Let us know, what does that even mean? Like, is it just sales leader for Houston area, for Harris County, for Texas?
So I have the Sales Leader of the Year award, and I could not have done it without my team on property. I also have a revenue manager, giving a shout out to Doris, and Kate. She's our remote director of sales. She does an amazing job as well. We are owned and operated by BH Hospitality. So again, it is a team to be able to bring this award to our area, to our hotel.
So what are some of the things you feel like help you become Sales Leader of the Year? Because Sales Leader of the Year is for the whole Canada and the United States, correct?
It is the United States. Out of all of the Hampton Inn and Suites, yes, this is the award.
Nice. And so what helped you to achieve it?
So 25 years of hospitality. I can tell you that I just absolutely love connecting with people and building relationships. In fact, Hilton has a lot of training that we have to go through to receive this particular title, as sales manager. And I took this training, oh my goodness, quite a few years ago. But Hilton has really good, Hilton's number one. Uh, Hilton is the number one work. Hilton is the number one place to work for in the United States, and so with that being said, a lot of our kudos come from the training that they have for our team members, and so uh, from modules that we have to take to role playing. I mean, role playing at the hotel. It starts at the front desk, you know, uh, from that friendly face, uh, the smile that you hear when you pick up the phone and call the hotel directly. That's just a small part of something that I do a lot. Sorry, that's just a small part of what um, Hilton has for us. So I can tell you that I have taken a lot of training with Hilton. Uh, and then again, not just with Hilton, but with IHG, Holiday Inn Express. We have a lot of sales training with them as well. And so, with that being said, um, if we can start our training from with our team from the beginning, right, in every department, not just front desk, but housekeeping. Um, Even you're a salesperson for the hotel. When you're out and about and you're networking and talking with people, you may be representing my hotel at some point because you're going to be all like, oh, yeah, I'm in Bristol at the Hampton. But yeah,
According to you, what do you think is the best way to establish a relationship with a potential client?
so do your homework before you even step inside somebody's office to go and propose some sort of business plan or proposition, right? Know who you're talking to. What company are you talking to? When we went to the Lyondale Basell luncheon, like I went and researched Lyondale Basell, right? And I found out, the colors in their logo included blue, and I like blue. Yeah. So I made sure that I wore my blues to the Lyondale Basell luncheon just to support them, right? So again, do your homework, know who you're talking to before you walk in. That way you're not surprised. The same thing with the ribbon cuttings that we go to, or the surprise patrol. I love surprise patrol, right? Because we're visiting these other companies and we're networking with them and we're celebrating them, right? And so before I go, I do my research, find out who we're going to go see, how long it's going to take to get there, right? Because you don't want to be late. And then when we go, make sure that I'm wearing a color that represents them, um, their company, maybe a color that's associated in their logo. But yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, that is a very good point. I think we should all remember that to do our homework because it really does make that person feel special, doesn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. Some of Hilton's training as well. We use and develop skills like learning how to be kind and compliment each other. Oh, I like your necklace. That is gorgeous, right? In fact, I did that one time we were at a school and we were having a ribbon cutting, and I remember uh, complimenting somebody on their necklace, and she held it out for me to look at closer. And I grabbed it, and then she told me that her father's ashes were actually in the necklace. And at first, I was like, "Oh, yeah." But after that, I knew that meant something to her, having her father so close to her heart.
Yeah.
So I started talking to her about her father and made such a great connection. And do you think that I got that business, right?
Absolutely.
But not the way that you're thinking. She turned out to be the best employee that I had ever hired. And for 6 years, that beautiful woman, she helped me build so many relationships and generated revenue that I can't even tell you that she brought to the hotel. So it was amazing. It was amazing, all because we took a moment to observe and recognize and even the small details. You know what I mean? But good question.
And I know you do a great job. Do you ever perhaps have someone maybe over the phone or have a, how do you handle a problem, an issue?
So I'm going to tell you, as many success stories I have stories that are failures as well. I remember the first time that I walked into a company. I had my red, white, and blues on, right? Walking into a company, I was prepared. I'd done my homework. I did what the Hilton training told me to do. Um, I felt like I was being personable, and I walked in, and it was a disaster. And I mean, I can go into detail, but I'm not. Um, but I left feeling just defeated, defeated. And we go through these valleys, we go through these hills and valleys in any career. So what did I do? Put my happy face on and went to the next company, won the business, right? I didn't let defeat bring me down. And I know a lot of times people will feel that failure and they'll just chew on it and chew on it. And even my staff, I'm like, you're having a bad day? Don't have a bad day. You're good, right? Yeah. So, so yeah, I mean, it's getting back up on your horse. You know, we're in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Get back up on that horse and keep on riding because we're gonna make it. We're gonna do it. Oh, you had a question.
Full of questions.
What you got?
More questions than answers, honestly. So in your success, like the hard part about success is doing it again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel any pressure from being able to attain this again?
My boss, love you, boss. He was like, "Hey, we need that Connie Award," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it." Keeping that positive attitude, going through what um, we know were our failures, and coming up with an action plan and a resolution to make sure that those are not failures on our next report, right? That's my operational hat. So moving from sales to operations, making sure that everything is checked off the list, even the tiniest details. So we know, again, we never want failure, but it's going to happen. And we have to understand that. That's the difference between me and somebody that's a perfectionist. I'm not a perfectionist. I do see faults and failures, uh, even in myself, and I accept those, and I just try to do better.
So what are you going to do differently this year versus last year?
Oh my gosh. Well, I've got a great assistant, Consuelo, shout out, yay. So she's going to help me at the hotel because, again, like Margie was saying, I wear many, many different hats. And so it's good to have a team backing you up. Again, this didn't happen because of Crystal Jackson. This was a team effort from housekeepers to cleaning the rooms and making sure that our guests are ready to check in, and front desk warmly greeting and creating that positive environment when guests do arrive at the hotel. And then again, on the back side of it, our revenue manager, our operational manager, and our owner, a management company. I mean, they do such a great job in supporting me. So all I have to do is pick up the phone and call, help, help, 911, and so, again, and it comes down to community involvement as well, being involved in the community, being involved in the Chamber of Commerce, making sure that I'm selling and marketing the hotel correctly, but making sure that I'm just as involved with um, these organizations and communities as much as I can, um, to promote not only the hotel but my community.
Absolutely. And one last question. So obviously you're very active with the chamber. Like, how have you feel like the chamber has helped you and your business achieve the success that it has?
That's a great question. And so the Chamber of Commerce since 2021, the hotel opened up April, immediately joining the chamber, having that ribbon cutting, getting the word out. We're open. And then being able to again participate with those chamber activities, and then the more that you're involved, of course, going to the ribbon cuttings, to the luncheons, being engaged with others, it really, really honestly is about building relationships, right? So again, from the first moment we opened, being involved, being engaged, making sure that we're continuing those relationships. I know a lot of people who join the chamber, and after a month or two, they disappear, and that's, I won't say sucky on camera,
As long as it's not
professional, right? So it's kind of a bummer, And so again, as an ambassador for the North Channel Area Chamber of Commerce, it's part of my job and my pleasure to reach out to our new members and invite them to those luncheons and tell them how they can be involved. Do you know, I don't know how many people I've talked to, they don't even know how to log into their account in the North Channel Area Chamber of Commerce. And so I'm like, no, you go online, log in, go to your account, upload your logo, right? Put a little blurb in there about your business, right? Because if I'm coming from New York and I'm coming down to visit, Lyondell to sell, I want to know where they are at, online, and I want to see what chambers that they're a part of and what kind of efforts they have in our community, right? So the first thing I would do is go to the chamber's website, right, to get my homework done, right?
Nice.
Put a plug in there for that. But it's really just a pleasure working with the chamber and all of the ladies at the office, including Margie and Yesenia, Bianca. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of other uh, efforts, unseen efforts. There's a lot of unseen efforts that we just don't know about sometimes.
All right, so we appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you got any value out today, go ahead and smash that like button so Crystal Jackson some love. Also, if you aren't subscribed to the North Channel Area Chamber of Commerce YouTube page, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to their YouTube page too. They are on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and you can find Finlit Live on all those platforms also. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we have amazing guests lined up for you guys next month. So we're going to do these once a month. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. Have an amazing day. Bye.
Bye.